My parents evicted me to make room for my brother, so I bought their overdue mortgage and foreclosed on them. I watched my father throw my vintage guitar case onto the driveway, the wood splintering against the asphalt with a sickening crack. It was 8 a.m. on a Saturday. My mother stood on the porch, holding a black trash bag filled with my clothes, looking at me like I was a cockroach she had just found in the pantry. Get a job, loser. Tyler, my younger brother, yelled from the upstairs window. I need the basement for my man cave. My fiancé is moving in next week. We gave you a month, David, Dad spat, wiping his hands on his pants. You sit down there on that computer all day, playing games, eating our food. Tyler just got promoted to assistant manager at the rental car place. He's a winner. We're making space for the future. I pay for the internet, I said, my voice quiet, staring at my broken guitar. And I buy my own groceries. I'm not a burden. It's not enough. Mom shrieked, throwing the bag at my feet. We're done enabling you. Get your junk and get out. If you're not off the property in 10 minutes, I'm calling the sheriff to remove you for trespassing. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I didn't tell them that the games I was playing on my computer were actually high-frequency trading algorithms I built 3 years ago. I didn't tell them that I had cleared $2 million in profit last year alone. I lived in the basement because I wanted to save money and help them out as they got older. I was testing them to see if they loved me without the wallet. They failed. I loaded my junk into my beat-up sedan and drove to the Ritz-Carlton downtown. I booked the presidential suite. I took a long shower, ordered a steak, and opened my laptop. I wasn't looking for an apartment. I was looking at public records. Specifically, my parents' mortgage. That's when the real bombshell dropped. They weren't just kicking me out to make room for Tyler. They were desperate. They hadn't paid their mortgage in 9 months. The bank had initiated pre-foreclosure proceedings. They were kicking me out because they thought Tyler's assistant manager salary could save the house if he moved in and paid rent. I called my broker. Jim, I said, cutting into a piece of Wagyu beef. You know that distressed asset bundle from the regional bank? The one with the residential notes in Ohio? I want to buy a specific note. Today. Cash. It cost me $150,000 to buy the debt on their house. A fraction of what I made last month. I showed up at the house on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Tyler's car was in the driveway. I could hear music blasting. I knocked. Dad answered, looking furious when he saw my face. I told you to get lost, he roared, stepping onto the porch. I'm calling the cops. You're not welcome here. Please do, I smiled, leaning against the doorframe. I'd love for them to verify the ownership documents. What? Dad frowned, his aggression faltering. I'm not here as your son, I said, handing him a thick envelope containing a notice of default. I'm here as the lender. I bought your mortgage note this morning. You're 9 months behind, Dad. And the new bank, me, has a zero-tolerance policy for delinquency. You bought the mortgage? Mom gasped, appearing behind him, clutching her robe. With what money? You're a bum. I'm a quantitative trader, I corrected, checking my Rolex. And since you missed the grace period, I'm exercising the acceleration clause. The full balance is due immediately. If you can't pay the 300 grand by 5 p.m., I'm initiating foreclosure. You can't do this to family. Tyler screamed, running down the stairs in his boxers. We live here, family. I laughed, walking down the steps to my car. You threw my guitar on the driveway. You called the sheriff on me. That's not family. That's a tenant dispute. David, wait. Dad begged, running after me. We can work this out. You can have the basement back. I don't want the basement, I said, opening my car door. I want the whole house. I'm thinking of bulldozing it. It's got bad vibes. I foreclosed on them 3 weeks later. They are currently living in a motel, and Tyler had to sell his car to pay for their storage unit. Am I the villain for taking their home, or did they evict themselves the moment they treated me like trash?